The government is changing the law to give police greater enforcement tools when dealing with fleeing drivers.
They'll be able to disqualify fleeing drivers for longer and confiscate their cars for good. Ashley Yates has a story.
If you ever think of fleeing police, you might want to think again.
There will indeed be tougher consequences,
Which will be handed down by police by giving officers more enforcement tools.
Evidence shows us that penalties that lead to loss, for example vehicles, can be an effective tool at reducing harm.
The changes mean drivers can be disqualified for longer. A second offence of failing to stop could keep a driver off the roads for 2 years instead of the current 1 year. Police will be able to confiscate a fleeing driver's car permanently, and if the owner of a car doesn't help with information about a fleeing driver, their car can be impounded for 28 days.
While, of course, no law can ever stop a offender from choosing to flee, evidence indicates that the changes most likely to influence offender behaviour are those that create a greater likelihood of getting caught and then losing their access to their vehicle for a longer period of time.
Everything we've done today has been based on the advice of the police.
It comes after police announced earlier this week that they're ditching their zero pursuit policy to enable police to pursue offenders in certain circumstances.
We want to make sure that our people have the ability to pursue in cases where there's a high risk of harm from serious offending.
But the details of when police can pursue won't be announced until next year. National says that's too far away.
It was raised 6 months ago. There was an announcement about an announcement, and there's actually not a response coming until next year.
But Luxon supports today's crackdown on fleeing drivers. Both parties agree fleeing drivers need to be stopped. Ashley Yates, Newshub.